You saw her purse. She wasn't answering the phone. The curtains were shut. What'd you do now? Or what were you thinking now?
I was just standing there calling her, and I was waiting for a response, and I got nothing. And when I seen her purse, I stopped and questioned myself. She never leaves without her purse. Like, she never goes anywhere without her purse. So that made my gut start turning, and I just stood there longer trying to think, where am I going next?
Okay, and where did you end up going next?
I was right here by the dining room table. This entrance door right here, airway, is to her bathroom and then to her bedroom. So I proceeded to walk to her door. Her door was closed.
Okay.
So I gently knocked on it, opened the door, said, Jenny, come on. You never sleep in like this. Let's go. I'm here. Let's start our day. And no response. And I'm like, so I kept, come on, Jenny, let's go. Wake up. Still nothing.
Okay, so what did you do then?
I then, right here was like her bed, and then over here is a nightstand. I walked up to the corner of the nightstand and her bed, and I stood there and I looked over her, and then I froze.
Okay. Why'd you freeze?
The blood and the amount of blood that I had seen, I don't know if I was in shock or if I was, my brain playing tricks on me, because the way her jaw was is the same way of one of her seizures she's had in the past. So I called Ron at that point and I said, I need you. I think Jenny is dead. I thought maybe seizure and her ears and everything, she bled out.
Okay, and at this point, you didn't have any lights on in the room.
No, she does have a window here and a window here
Okay.
that does let in a little bit of light, but she has those darkening curtains on her windows.
Okay, and she has further precaution to get extra light in on those coverings too, right?
Yes.
What?
She has clips on them.
So you had just a little bit of light coming in from the cracks between the
yes,
curtains.
and her bed literally meets up right here where one of the windows is.
Okay, but other than that, you didn't turn on any lights?
No, I did not.
Okay, so you called Ron, your boyfriend?
Yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After I spoke with him, I hung up the phone and I called 911.
Okay. Did you know during this time where Tyler was at?
No, I had no idea.
Okay. And now, so you called the police. What were you thinking at this point?
At this point, the amount of blood that I'd seen, I got terrified while I was on the phone with 911. And I just dropped to the floor, crawled over to the door, and she's got dressers when you first walk in her bedroom right here. And I just held my feet up against the dressers and held the door closed.
Okay. And The whole time while you're doing that, were you on the phone with the police?
Yes.
Okay. And were you doing that and on the phone with police until someone finally arrived?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about when that someone arrived.
I was still with my feet up against the dressers, and I heard an officer come in and announce themselves, but I didn't believe it first. So as I heard the officer getting closer to me, I did open the door, and as I seen the officer coming around this corner, I hightail booked it out of there and ran into the officer. And I asked him, "Don't leave me, don't leave me." He proceeded to walk into the bedroom, and I proceeded to try to walk out of the home.
You had gone into the kitchen, right?
As I was leaving this part of the home, I'd seen another officer come in the front door. So I took off this way because he had his gun out, and that scared me. So I went and I hid in the kitchen area.
Okay. Until Officer Hesselbacher did take you outside to your boyfriend waiting for you.
Yes.
Now, as you were standing here, do you know if that door was locked as you were in that corner?
No, I have no idea.
Do you know whether you locked it?
I never touched that door.
Okay. And you didn't attempt to go out that door, did you?
No, I didn't even realize there was a door there.
I understand. Who would have had access to the home?
I would object as to personal knowledge.
Well, she can answer if she knows. Go ahead.
Well, let me ask it this way. Is there a particular, I know you said that there's a key, a deadbolt on the back door.
Yes.
And I think you testified on direct examination that to your knowledge, Kylie and Jennifer Dazey had the keys for that deadbolt.
Objection, that's just a simple misstatement. She had testified previously that she knew Kylie had a key when she lived there, was unsure in January.
Okay. The objection's overruled. Do you understand the question?
No.
Ask it again.
I think you testified on direct examination that to the best of your knowledge, Kylie and Jennifer had the keys to the back door.
Yes, when Kylie lived there.
Okay.
I don't know if she ever returned them when she moved out in September.
Okay.
What is going on?
And you don't know that anybody else had a key to that back door?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. On the front door, how was this door secured?
It had a code, keypad code. I need to stop.
Can we take a break?
Yeah. We'll take a restroom break, everyone, about 10 minutes. Remember the admonition. Keep an open mind about everything. Don't draw any conclusions. Report back to the jury room.
Just gonna fix volume to make sure that's going good, okay?
What's the address of your emergency?
I don't know. I'm on Avoca Street. I need someone right now.
What street are you on?
Avoca.
Avoca?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on?
I was supposed to meet my best friend for coffee. I think she did.
You think your best friend is dead? Are you able to Okay. All right, we're going to get help on the way here.
Hello?
Yep, I'm here. I'm right here. Okay. All right, just take some deep breaths, okay? What's going on?
I don't know. She's full of blood laying in her bed.
She's full of blood?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she breathing at all?
I don't know. I don't want to touch her. She won't answer me. She won't wake up.
Okay, can you see her chest rising and falling at all?
No, I can't look at her.
Okay, how old is she?
46.
46? Okay. Okay. So you don't know if she's breathing?
I'm sitting by her door in her bedroom on the floor.
Okay. Are you able to just walk outside and see what the address is?
1605, I think.
1605. Okay.
It's right on the corner.
Okay. Just take some deep breaths. Do you know if there's an AED available?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. That's okay.
Everything's going
Okay.
down.
We're getting people on the way right now, okay? And are you by her right now?
She's in her bed and I'm on the floor at her bedroom door.
Okay. It's okay. What's her name? Hello?
It's Jennifer and Dazey.
Jennifer Dazey?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your name? Is the door unlocked, do you know?
Yes, it's unlocked.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm a Christy Fullman.
You're Christy?
Yeah.
Okay. Christy, do you... Yep, they're on the way right now. There should be an officer coming up right now.
Please hurry.
Yep, they're coming. It's okay. Okay, I believe... Can you see the officer?
I don't know. Can I get out? I don't know.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. There's an officer pulling up right now. Okay, is he there? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hang up with you, okay?
State calls Brad Hesselbacher.
You swear or affirm that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Go ahead and have a seat there. State your name and spell it for the record, please.
Officer Brad Hesselbacher, Hesselbacher.
Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, officer. How are you today?
Good.
Good. And I see you are in uniform. Are you currently employed as a City of Dubuque police officer?
I am.
And how long have you been employed as a City of Dubuque police officer?
14 years.
And prior to that, did you work in any other agencies of law enforcement?
I did. The city of Milwaukee in Wisconsin for 3 years.
For 3 years. So, did you say 14 years in Dubuque?
I did, correct.
17 years of law enforcement experience?
Correct.
Okay. Prior to that, I believe you told me you were a truck driver?
That's correct.
Okay. And so in order to become a Milwaukee police officer, do they have their own law enforcement academy?
They do. It's a 26-week
Okay.
academy.
And did you participate in that and graduate?
I did.
And so when you transferred employment to City of Dubuque, did that training transfer to the state of Iowa?
It did, other than taking a written test to show I understood Iowa code.
Okay. And did you complete that?
I did.
Okay. And as a City of Dubuque police officer, you are required to complete continuing education, trainings, and things like that. Are yours all up to date?
They are.
Okay. So generally, as a City of Dubuque peace officer, what are some of your tasks you deal with regularly?
Traffic enforcement, handling calls, dispatch to us, domestics, disturbances, all sorts of animal calls, all sorts of different.
Okay. And are you currently stationed in patrol?
I am.
And would it be fair to say that patrol, every day you come into work, you're not really sure what's going to happen?
Correct.
Okay. And so would you agree that January 18, 2024 was kind of one of those days, officer?
It was.
Okay. So tell me about January 18th. What was your shift that day?
Shift 1, 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay. And is that your typical shift?
It is.
All right. And dispatch had sent you to 1605 Avoca Street at some point. Can you tell me about that?
I was dispatched to 1605 Avoca Street. All I knew was we had a deceased person at that location.
Okay, is that what dispatch was reporting to you?
Correct.
Okay, so all you knew as you arrived was that there was a deceased person inside.
Correct.
Okay, so tell me about what you did when you arrived at 1605 Avoca Street.
When I arrived, I knocked on the door. I didn't receive an answer.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you.
Yep.
And you arrived there at 8:51 a.m.?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
I knocked on the door, didn't receive an answer. As I was standing there, I heard somebody crying inside. So I checked the doorknob. Door was unlocked. So I announced myself and went inside. Hearing the sobbing, I went to where I heard the sobbing, which was the bedroom where I observed Christy at the foot of the bed, and she was just sobbing hysterically. She couldn't really tell me anything at that point, so I went into the bedroom, which was dark. There's no lights on. And I observed Jennifer Dazey deceased on the bed with a laceration to her scalp, and fingers were severed. And so then I exited the bedroom to where she had gone out to the kitchen, which was maybe 10 or 15 feet away. And at that time, Officer Slight was coming in, and I informed him of what we had, and we began talking to Christy, and she advised us that Tyler could still be in the house.
Okay. When you arrived to the scene, you had no information that there was anyone else inside the home, right?
Correct.
Okay. And when you walked into the home, you kind of said you were walking towards the crying.
Correct.
And when you approached that bedroom door, tell me about how Christy reacted to you.
She latched on to me right away.
Okay.
She was very scared, and so she latched on to me.
Okay. And at all times during this car, was part of your uniform a body camera?
It was.
And was your body camera working and fully functional on January 18, 2024 at 8:51 a.m.?
It was.
Okay. May I approach?
Yes.
Officer, I'm handing you a flash drive which contains, here you go, which contains a clip of your body-worn camera footage from January 18, 2024. Have you reviewed that footage?
I have.
Oh, and is it accurate as you remember it at that scene?
It is.
Move to admit State's Exhibit 6.
Any objection?
No objection.
6 is admitted.
And publish?
Yes.
And the lights, please.
Hi. It may take a moment to answer. Please wait.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Please come here. I don't know what they did.
And officer, where that clip came out, cut off at the end, that was when you were approaching Christy and then taking her out of the residence, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Did you have any other involvement in this investigation?
No.
Okay. Thank you, officer.
Cross-examination.
When the clip cuts out, you went and collected Miss Pullman?
I did.
Okay. Where was she?
In the kitchen area, kind of right behind where I was.
Okay. And was she right next to the back door?
She was near the back door.
Okay. Do you know whether or not the back door was locked at that time?
I do not know.
As you were entering the house, and I think we saw it on your body camera, did you see the red truck in the driveway?
I did.
Nothing further?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go.
Say what call Wilkins DeJuiced.
She wasn't under arrest or anything at this point, correct?
She was not.
Is no one going, no one can go inside or?
So you just want to grab a seat? He'll give you a ride down to Law Center. I'll make arrangements when you come back. I guess I said the back door. Just throw the back.
I didn't know if they left too. Okay.
I'll come back through the back before I go back.
Nothing special. This is hurt.
Is Puff down there? Yeah, Puff was with Hopper.
And at this point, she has been informed, correct, of her mother's death?
Yes.
Is there anybody down at the Law Center? Then are you up here somewhere? No, I just came out to make sure. Hang on a second, Max. Yep. Take him. Okay. You take her down. You take her down and just interview her. Yep. And get all that information. He's in it. Yep. I'll be checking her out. We'll head up there. Sorry for bouncy in your own car.
It's all good. You're just doing your job.
I'm Chad. What's your name?
Hey,
Kylie.
nice to meet you.
meet you.
Was there an accident when it happened? Probably this morning. Maybe if you still.
Yeah, just so I got it right, January motor.
Yeah.
So we'll go in here again. I'll just throw your backpack in the back seat here and try to get it back to you.
You want my pepper spray too?
I'll throw it back here.
I know I'm not gonna do anything with it, but
I appreciate that.
I know how it is when I'm
Yeah. Nothing else on your family. Perfect.
cashing my phone.
Alright. Good? I want to get some heat going. Are you cold? Not too bad in here? Okay.
But I wouldn't mind.
Good morning. Go ahead, 240 on Chauncey. Alright, that's what you
Was there cop sent to my house because this?
307, I'll grab the court.
Yes.
Okay. I was just double checking. Because I was fighting a domestic case with my mom because she said I slapped her foot.
Okay. 190.
Good.
Transporting an adult female to the law center.
7.
And if you recall, was there anything on the drive that was evidentiary value?
There was not. I think we just kind of had small talk on the way down.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you clip 2, and if you can kind of give an idea of.
I'm just going to set this bag outside here. Okay. Is there
Okay.
anything else on you that I should know about? Like, just phone and. Perfect. Okay.
Like, I don't think I have anything else.
Sounds good. Can I get you a water pop or anything like?
And where are you now?
This is at the Dubuque Law Enforcement Center in the CID area in an interview room.
Okay. And so far what we've seen as far as on the first clip and this clip, was that kind of the demeanor of Miss Fry throughout the interview?
I guess her demeanor was, she had multiple different kind of emotions in demeanor during my interview with her. But generally, for the most part, I would describe her as fairly calm. I mean.
Okay.
I'll do a bottle of water. How about that? Yep. And then just give me a minute. I'll be back in. Okay. All right. Thanks, Kylie. Any of our guys down here? If so, could you start that? Yeah. Becky, if you would.
Okay. And there's one last clip that I'm going to play.
Okay.
Where were you at work?
Yeah.
Who came and told you?
I got a phone call from Megan, and then Gina called me saying to get there.
Gina fucking, these people, seriously.
And so, as far as you know, nobody from law enforcement had gotten a hold of Kylie prior to showing up, correct?
As far as I know, that's correct.
Okay.
stop calling people.
Well, they didn't tell me. I told them to tell me.
Oh,
But I'll call you once I'm done.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, we're all gonna go to Grandma's. Do you need us to get you somewhere, or you just gotta go to Grandma's?
I'll let you know. Probably
Okay.
will need to come and get me.
What?
Probably will need to come and get me. I can't drive my car. My all-wheel drive needs to be fixed.
Okay.
Never mind. Never mind.
After we're done getting tell you. We'll
Never
see you.
mind. I have a ride.
What?
I have a ride.
You have a ride?
Yeah, just go down there. I'll meet you down.
Okay, go to Grandma's with me then.
All right. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we can get that happen for you. You're welcome. Again, my name's Chad. I'm a,
Were you there when I called about a guy coming to my house down across Comiskey?
how long ago?
Not that long ago.
I don't think so.
I wish. I wish
The
it
last,
was longer.
the last time I was down at Comiskey was probably a couple, 3 weeks ago when there were some juvenile kids that broke out like the bus, that bus little hut thing, where like they were throwing some rocks at the glass where the bus comes picks them up, and they had broke that. So that was probably the last time I was down at Comiskey.
There was a guy at my house that I used to work for, or not work for, one of my customers actually came to my house confessing their love, manic, and the guy that slipped my tire before that was the one who dropped off.
Not good.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which, while I'm here, could I'm so sorry, I'm all over the word. While I'm here, would I be able to ask about police report after this is done?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, we'll knock this out. I'll get a little information from you, and then we can go on that, see what I can help you with, okay? So, let me describe your name here. It's Kylie?
Kylie.
K-Y-L-I-E. What's your middle name?
Anne,
And last name?
Frey, F-R-E-Y. Go by Daisy.
Okay, so the last name is officially Frey, but you go by Daisy. Gotcha. Okay. And what's your date of birth?
3/18/2005.
And what's your current address? Duplex. Upstairs or downstairs?
My
Downstairs.
brother lives upstairs.
Okay, so that's considered the half then? Okay. And what's the phone number for you, Kylie? So again, basically I was just asked with trying to get some more information from you about what's going on today. Again, I'm very sorry for your mother's passing. And so from what I gathered, just listening to you, it sounds like grandparents called you and told you about it.
No, I got a call. Well, first I got a call from my grandparents saying my neighbors are bank flips. We all have each other's numbers, or old neighbors.
Up on Avoca?
Yeah. The one saw that ambulance was outside. My
Okay.
grandma called saying, hey, there's an ambulance outside. Can you get to
To
the house?
you? Okay.
Can you get to the house? I said, at work I can't do much, I don't have a car. Then I texted Gina, which is the one that said she saw the ambulance. And I said, hey, what's going on? I don't know, there's ambulance, and I want to say she said Tyler was in cuffs. Pretty sure. And then I got a call from, who was it? I want to say I called Gina back, or she called me. Someone called me, one of them. And they said, you need to hear now. I said, what's going on? And, of course, what's going on? Then they told me.
And who Gina told you?
I want to say Ron was on the phone, but it was on Gina's phone.
Gotcha. Okay. What time did your grandma call you saying that there's an ambulance at the house? You got that?
Called the first time was at 10.
10 o'clock exactly?
Well, it was 9:59 exactly.
9:59, perfect.
Sorry, I forgot you.
No, that's okay. And so, you said when she called you, you answered though, but you were at work?
Well, the first time I didn't answer, and then she called, or I called back, like right away.
Gotcha. Okay. And where do you work at?
Village.
Gotcha. VI. That's a good place. How long have you been there for?
I just went back. I was there for about a year and a half. But I have been there for about a year now. So I went back.
Sure. Okay. So you call Grandma back, and that's the one on Washington Street, and that's when she tells you that there's an ambulance at the house and you got to go. But
Yeah,
you
because
say,
my grandma, the smallest thing, you have to get there.
yeah, right. And then you're at work, so you're unable to go. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have my car. My car
Oh,
needs to be fixed because
you have your
with
car.
my tire being split, my all-wheel drive is messed up.
Oh.
I love it. Just so much.
Okay.
That's why I'm so calm. Shit always happens.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all good.
So then, with not having a vehicle or not able to get there, then what kind of happened next, or who?
The other different neighbor, I don't remember her name. I used to work with her at Target. I don't know her name. She came and got me.
Okay. What time was that at? Do you know?
I can look. I have like 360 on myself. Jackson? Oh, we're on Jackson. I was like, why am I here? It was at 10:56, or no. Yeah, 10:56. I was thrown off because I thought the time was before my grandma calling, but 10:56 is when I left. And I got there at 10:59. And that's why I talked to y'all.
Oh, and that's when you talked to us there. Okay. And by that time, you already knew about
Oh, yeah.
what happened.
I knew on the phone, because she said, or Ron was like, come. And I was like, well, I can't really, being a waitress is kind of hard.
Sure.
And me personally, I don't really deal with that. Hence why I'm so calm, kind of.
Yeah.
But I was like, what's the point of me leaving? Like, it sounds kind of heartless, but it's not like I can do much now.
Sure.
But
Have you had
with how they were reacting, I thought, okay.
You should go up. Yeah. Have you had previous experiences with this? Or
I walked into
why you
a
kind of say
suicide.
that? Okay. Is that a family member previously or
He
friend?
was my mom's ex-boyfriend, best friend. His name was Mike. He worked at them though.
Okay. How long ago was that?
About, I want to say, 7 months.
Also recently.
Yeah.
Okay. That didn't happen on, was that Wood Street? Or
It
where
was
did that
across the bridge. It was
Okay.
in Marina or whatever that area is for the campgrounds.
Oh, okay. In East Dubuque there?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he was in his trailer.
Okay. I'm sorry. So by this time, you obviously you knew what was going on when you showed up to the house. Who all lives at the house?
It was my brother and my mom. And then
Okay. And mom's Jen, correct?
yes.
Or does she go by Jennifer?
She goes by Jenny.
Jenny? Okay. And then brother is who again?
Tyler.
Tyler. And dog name?
Echo.
Echo? Gotcha. Okay. How long is it? Is it Jenny's house then?
Yeah.
And how long she lived there?
Okay, you can take down the.
Okay. Investigator, we'll just kind of go through these photos one by one. You can also reference the diagram here to show context to where they're at as you're discussing them, okay? In the first photo here, what are we looking at?
So the photographer would be inside the enclosed porch. That would be the front door leading into the living room. One thing to note here, it's a little bit hazy, but this would be a Ring doorbell that would be mounted on the front of the home.
Okay. And then looking in through that door, can you point out where those pillars are?
Yeah, so this would be the pillar on the north side of the room.
Okay. The next photo here, what are we looking at?
So this is an additional view of the living room. Again, this is the opposite pillar on the south side of the room. You can kind of see into the dining room area. This would be the door to the kitchen. This is a sectional L-shaped couch. Right here is something to note. What we believe to be the family dog was located kind of underneath these blankets.
Kind of wrapped up
Yeah.
in the blanket?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this photo, what are we looking at?
So this is, I misspoke, it's not a sectional or L-shaped couch, it's just kind of set up in an L, but this would be the kind of the corner of the home. The couch kind of goes in that L-shape. The dog would be located up here. This would be the coffee creamer that Christy Folman brought by for morning coffee and set on that end table.
Okay, and that chair that's next to that table, that's against the wall facing Avoca Street, the front of the home.
Yeah, so this is along the front of the home. This is along the south end of the home.
Okay. All right, what are we looking at in this photo?
Again, these pillars are just going to keep coming up as a kind of a frame of reference, but this would be the pillar. This would be our living room. This is the table where the nylon sheath was located. This would be the entrance into that small hallway that gave access to the bedrooms. This would be what we later learned was Jennifer Dazey's purse.
Okay, and if you're in that doorway and you went and you turned right, whose bedroom would you be going to?
Jennifer's.
If you turned left?
Tyler's.
All right. Okay, where are we at here, investigator?
Again, we're back in the dining room. Our table is directly off to right-hand side here into the kitchen. You can't see it, but you can access the basement through a door here, and you kind of access a back, like, mudroom pantry area through that little opening there.
Okay, do you have any knowledge as to what room Christy Folman was in when officers were there?
My understanding is that she was located in the back of the house here.
Okay, in that pantry type area that you called it?
Mudroom area, yeah.
Okay. What are we looking at here?
This is just an additional view. You'd be standing right next to the refrigerator here. This would be the pantry mudroom and then the exit out of the home. If you walk into this room and take a quick left, that would be the way to exit the residence.
Okay. And then this photo?
Again, that's just the door leading to the outside from the back of the house.
Okay. And here?
So this is a shot into Tyler's bedroom. If you're standing next to the bathroom, which is right here, looking in, this would have been the view of the officers who first encountered Tyler. He would have been laying among these blankets, and he would have been facing the wall there.
Okay. Then here?
This would be if you turned 180 degrees around, you're now looking back down the hallway into Jennifer's room.
Okay, that's the last one on that. I will be putting up more shortly, just so you know, okay? All right, so that was the general layout of the house. When you searched the residence more thoroughly, did you start in the kitchen?
I did.
Tell me about, did you observe anything in the kitchen, anything collected for evidence?
Nothing collected for evidence there.
Okay. Observe anything that made you concerned or anything in the kitchen area whatsoever?
No blood evidence in there.
Any signs of a disturbance?
No.
Okay. After the kitchen then, what did you process next?
I believe the next place I went into was the bedroom where Tyler Dazey was located.
Okay, may I approach?
Yes.
12. Handing you what I marked as State's Exhibit 12. It's a group of just 3 photos. What are those photos of?
Photos of Tyler's room.
And that's how it appeared to you on January 18, 2024?
Yep.
Move to admit State's Exhibit 12.
No objection, Your Honor.
12 is admitted.
Okay. The first photo, can you tell me what we're looking at here?
Again, the photographer would be standing in the doorway. This is the makeshift bed. Tyler didn't actually have a bed in his room. He just kind of slept on various blankets and comforters. That's where he would have been located. Right here is the door to the attic, which I mentioned or noted previously.
Okay. And here?
Just an additional view. This is a large Cobalt brand tool chest that he had in his room.
And is there a backpack in there?
There is, yep.
Okay. Did you learn anything about that backpack?
Yeah, so once it came time to actually search the room, search the residence, located, I believe Captain Stile located at least 2 knives in that bag.
Okay. Tactical gear, is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next photo?
Again, that's just an additional view of the large Cobalt tool chest, which he had in his room.
Okay. Did you see any blood splatter in that room?
I did not.
Did you see any disturbance of any sort?
No.
And did you locate anything that had identifying information for Tyler Dazey?
I did, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was clear that he was living in the room. There were there in the laundry baskets here. There were numerous shirts from Tri-State Quality Metals that had Tyler embroidered across the chest.
Okay. And was Tyler Dazey's wallet or driver's license also located within the home?
Within the home, yes.
Okay. Did you notice any blood splatter, or did you collect anything from that room?
We did collect some things from that room. We didn't collect any, again, there was no blood spatter within the room, but we did collect certain things from the room. We collected all the blankets that he was kind of using as a makeshift bed that he had kind of been wrapped up when we first came in contact with him.
Did any of those items appear to have any blood on them?
Not that we observed, no.
Okay. So after you went there, did you assist in the search of the bathroom?
I did.
Okay, may I approach?
Yes.
13. Handing you what I previously marked as State's Exhibit 13. Take a look through that group. And what is this a group of photos of?
Just some additional photos of the bathroom.
Okay, and is that how it appeared to you on January 18, 2024?
Yes.
Move to admit State's Exhibit 13.
No objection.
13 is admitted.
Okay, we'll go through these one by one again. Tell me what we're looking at in this photo.
We're just looking into the bathroom from the hallway. We kind of noted that there were several towels that were kind of tossed down on the floor, kicked against the bathtub. Looked like someone had showered and just kind of left the towels there.
Okay, so the shower curtain is obviously where the shower is located.
Yep.
Where is the toilet and sink located if you're looking at this photo?
So it's a really small bathroom. If you walk in and kind of turn off to your right, you're going to locate the sink, and then the toilet's kind of tucked in the corner.
Okay, so the toilet is right behind that door.
Yes.
Okay. All right, what are we looking at here then?
So again, that's the sink. We can see the tub over here. We can see the bathroom over here.
Okay. Does it appear from this that there's some kind of shelf above the toilet?
Yes.
All right, next one.
So this is an additional photo of the shelving unit. If a man stood to use the toilet, they would be kind of facing those shelves. Those shelves would kind of be at varying levels, kind of like shoulder length or shoulder height, head height, stuff like that. This is a SOG brand tactical tomahawk that was resting on the shelves. The top part, the actual hatchet was, or the tomahawk was on the shelving unit, but a majority of the actual handle was kind of just left dangling off, almost as though someone had just like quickly set it down and it was right there.
Okay. All right, and then this photo?
So again, it's just an additional photo of how the tactical tomahawk had been set down on top of the shelf. Again, this just kind of better demonstrates how much of that handle was hanging out and how it's almost just like, you know, resting on there. And again, the toilet would be directly below it. If a man was standing in front of the toilet to use it, you know, basically you'd get poked with that hatchet the way it was sticking out. It's a very tight squeeze in that bathroom.
Okay, what's that item next to the blade of the hatchet?
So this is just some sort of vape. Again, whether it was nicotine or THC, I don't have an answer to that, but it was some sort of vape device.
Okay. Then here, what are we looking at?
Just an additional photo, again, showing the top of that tactical tomahawk, a better shot of the vape pen, or the vape device.
Okay. So did you collect that hatchet then?
Yeah, the first person into the bathroom actually collected it, but I assisted with the packaging of that hatchet.
Okay, so you assisted with the packaging of the hatchet. What did you do with it after it was packaged?
Once it was packaged, it was set aside for transport to the law enforcement center and then further processing at the state lab.
Okay, at the state crime lab?
Yes.
Okay, and did you package it up and send it to them in its entirety, or did you do any testing on that hatchet first?
No, based off what we were seeing inside the house, we believed there would be some trace evidence on there. When it comes to evidence, kind of the more you kind of handle stuff, tamper with it, you know, move it around, the more likelihood you have of destroying the integrity of that evidence. Something like that, we just want to put it in a box, seal it up, and let someone with even additional training and experience kind of run their tests on there.
So when you sent it to the lab, what kind of testing were you anticipated they would do on this item?
We made some requests for a couple of different kinds of testing. We wanted them to test for DNA and blood evidence, and we also asked that they test for, you know, latent fingerprints or anything like that might be on there.
Okay, very good. May I approach?
Yes.
Okay, I'm handing you what I have marked as State's Exhibit 14 and State's Exhibit 15. I'm going to hand you 15 first. What is 15?
So 15 is the SOG brand nylon sheath that keeps being mentioned, which was located on the dining room table.
Okay, and I would move to admit State's Exhibit 15.
No objection.
15 is admitted.
And then 14, I realize I put the sticker on the outside of this evidence box, okay? Tell me what is contained within the box.
So inside that box is a sealed SOG tactical tomahawk, which is sealed in heat seal plastic. Also in there are some swabs which were collected by the DCI laboratory in relation to their testing, which are sealed in a separate package.
Okay,